Terrorists behind abduction of Kuriga school children were killed, DHQ. The Defense Headquarters has said that the abductors of 137 school children from a government-owned school in Kuriga, Chikun local government of Kaduna State were killed during a rescue operation. Politics Nigeria reports that over 280 pupils were abducted by terrorists during an attack on the school. The abductors had demanded for a ransom of 1 billion naira for their release. However, 137 school children were rescued in Zamfara State on March 24, 2024, after a fierce battle between the terrorists and the military in collaboration with civilian Joint Task Force elements. The Defense Headquarters had in a statement said the children were rescued by troops in collaboration with local authorities. Accordingly, in the early 24 hours of March 2024, the military, working with local authorities and government agencies across the country in a coordinated search and rescue operation, rescued the hostages, the DHQ said. The hostages are same persons that were abducted from the school at Kuriga in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. The rescued hostages, totaling 137, comprise of 76 females and 61 males. They were rescued in Zamfara State and would be conveyed and handed over to the Kaduna State government for further action. They were released 18 days after their abduction, but the authorities did not mention if ransom was paid to secure their release. However, Defense spokesperson General Edward Buba said the children were released following a coordinated military operation with no arrest made. Rather, he said some of the terrorists were killed in the operation. Several of the terrorists were killed in military action and no arrest was made, the defense spokesperson said. Wow, very interesting, juicy, and we must go straight to the comment section. Let's see what Nigerians are saying. Who are you guys kidding? Who killed them, you bunch of liars? By the way, I don't know if NOBGRAT is still paying. Nobody is talking about it, okay? Jesus, this lie, he choke. Mumu done too much. Anyway, NOBGRAT is paying. Wow. Interesting. Liars, this is how they do. Show their corpses, conspiracy smelling. They've collected the money to let them off the hook. Imagine. Then bring your own truth. What else do Nigerians expect from a tribe that does not trust their father or mothers but only beat them whenever they misbehave to them? Interesting. They sleep and never woke up. Possible they shut them down in their dream and they died in real life. Fantabulous, as they say. It gives me a sense of doubt when a single terrorist can't be caught alive where more than hundreds were rescued. And this is why, how would Nigerians ever even get to a place of trust? Does trust even exist in the relationship that Nigerians have with its government? Will it ever exist? Because when it comes to, nothing is really big or small. Everything is important when it comes to the livelihood of people and their security. But if you compare this to, let's say, a blatant... This is also blatant. But if you compare it to people directly just stealing money, we're talking about theft. This is not even theft. It's just daylight robbery. In fact, they're just taking with no remorse, right? And the denial that when it comes to our development, numbers being rounded up, not even rounded up, even adding hundreds of zeros, and lack of transparency when something was done, but there's a mirage of how money was spent, how the project was taken, who was awarded the project. The corruption is everywhere. So if in things like this, in rescuing people, there's so much lies, people don't trust the government, then our standards are really low. So before we even get to the country being transparent with its budget, for example, and who's getting salaries and where money is going, how we're making money, who is getting taxed, we have a long way to go. A very long way to go. We will not agree for any report here. It's a lie. Something that was well organized, no operation took place. Imagine, this is how you have been confusing us, and we always accept. Meanwhile, it is all fabricated. And that's the thing, we actually always accept. Things would happen, things have been happening. I mean, to be fair, you look at the Nigerian people, and I'm like, I think, what is Nigerians' actual limit? You know when you push someone to the wall, and then they have no option but to turn back. I think that would be Nigeria's position. But the thing is, when will we actually get there? Because we're getting pushed every single time. Hurdles will come our way, and Nigerians keep jumping. And I think we pride ourselves in the fact that we are resistant, and not resistant. I mean, we're resilient. But really, it's very much trauma response, because we will continue to live in survival mode. And this is why our life expectancy is also dropping. Because yes, we can pride ourselves in working hard, but it's like we're working against the tide, working against tangent, where it's like the productivity of how much your input will bring for you is not even worth it. In fact, your purchasing power is decreasing. You sleep, you wake up, something has happened. And then to top it all off, your president, someone who's meant to represent you on an international level, even in your own country, does not even realize the impact of their words, the impact of their actions, even how they got to power is shady. So there are lots of reasons why Nigerians can really be a frustrated people. And so as to not run mad, you have so much you're dealing with in your own sphere of operation and influence, where it's like Nigerians must take it as their business, which they did last year. But I'm making this argument in reference to us just accepting anything, because we will end up accepting, because survival has become the order of the day. And if it is a desperation for you to eat, for you to make money, for you to pay your bills, for you to even sleep, for you to be safe, that survival will always come first. And I think this government people have made it their mission that Nigerians will stay, live, survive, have generations in that survival mode. Very bad. But what I think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.